And I saw, now go get all these skeletons, and I went, ooh, that feels like work, I'm done. That's what happened. Programming just doesn't hit my brain like that. I wish it did, but it just doesn't. I'm gonna have a couple almonds. I'm really heckin' hungry. Oh, I'm 100% smart enough. I was a programming major for a bit. A computer science major. For about a year, and then I realized I don't like coding. It wasn't like too hard at all. I didn't enjoy it. Alright, Governor. You must be who Gemma flip with the thingamajig. And not a moment too soon, I'd say. That there's Mr. Rabbit's place with several holes in it, and what I've no mind being there, if you get meaning. Unfortunately, he ain't around to tell you any more of that, as he's orf trying to apprehend 20-foot girl Watts disappeared into thin air. Good luck with that, I say. Anyway, you better get to it. I mean, there's an house caked in coat. No, I mean coated in cake. And there's you with your great wet water cannon thingamabob, Bill. It does have co-op, but I want to play solo. Sorry, I'm munching a bit. Oh dang. Is it chocolate? No, it's just moss. I'm crying. You mind saying that White Robin's mad as a hat full of angry carrots? Well, I don't mind. I mean, wouldn't you be? What is this? Cake smear. After an hard day, rushing here and everywhere, he comes home, opens his door to see what. And you know, I saw him giving him the elbow, that's what. Oh, you're cute. Hey. Oh! Wasn't a knee. Actually, kind of pretty. Do you really? Why do you power wash? What job are you doing that you power wash things? You have so many side jobs, Orange. I just want to say that for the record. You have an insane amount of side jobs. There. Now I'll start on the roof of this area. You power wash things at your non-side job. Fair. I'd like a job. Okay, let's do the trim. Single food and sprinkles in the cake smears. Isn't that wild? Kinda rude of her not to eat the cake. First she smears it. So first she steals it and now she's smearing it everywhere. Instead of eating it for herself. Quite rude. So anyways, White Rabbit does what any proud homeowner would do. He climbs up the window, tutting away. No sooner he got up to the window, this Eugene comes out and swats him away like he's a napped something. Something. into his prize-winning cucumber frame. How rude. Alice is out here ruining these poor animals' homes. Alright, let's clean this tree. You're gonna hear the clocks ticking. Honestly, it's very nice of the lizard to help his friend get his tree or his house fixed up. It's been pretty wickedly destroyed. But it's okay because we can clean it. Can we clean it? Yes, we can! Heck of a reference. Entertainers being about you're gonna reboot your waifu? You're good, you're good. Wi-Fi? Yeah, I got you, I got you. I understood what you meant. I wish I was like, oh my gosh. Little ghost. Your turn. You didn't realize it had co-op? It does! I play it all on my own because I like to play games like this in single player. My favorite part is the grind, and if you do co-op, your entire experience of the grind is just gone. It's no longer a grind, it's a do it together. I mean, I guess the grind is together then, but I don't know. I just like to enjoy a game like this by myself. You're gonna turn, oh, you did get the Bob the Builder joke. Okay. You can turn until it goes off and back on again. Oh, do it, do it, do it. Tell me how it goes. Still goes. Ooh, pretty. There you go, we got it. There. Was a little difficult to get. There we go. I was like, why is it still considered dirty? There's gloves on it. Got it. Okay, now I clean the wall. Now this tree. So he tries again and again and gets the same treatment. At this point, I volunteered at his suggestion to climb in through the chimney. Flame and Nora was given the boots, such as makes you forget what day it is. Jeez. Still yesterday, right? Yeah. Sure. Oh boy. Same though, it's Wool Ghost. I am in fact vitamin D deficient. The annoying thing is my doctor gave me something that I take once a week, which does not work with my brain very good. I really need things that are like you take this daily or when you're miserable. That is the only thing that works for me. I can do daily, I can do when I'm miserable. I have... What's fine? I have a... Yeah, same. Vitamin D3 50,000 unit capsule. Take 1 capsule every week by oral route. I don't know, that's just what my doctor prescribed for me, man. I do better with every day. And I don't have health insurance anymore, so it's not like I can go to my doctor and be like, hey, can we change it? Like, I can't, like, go to my doctor at all right now. Unless it's a literal emergency. There it is. The boy's having fun in RP. I can hear him. I wish I was still having fun with RP, but I'm just not. Like, I want to enjoy it, but I just am not right now. It's just not what I'm in the mood for. Maybe I am moody. Alright. Sorry, I'm just listening to Suwey a little bit. Entertaining. Sounds like his character got kidnapped again. Lavender almost never got kidnapped. It's kind of a thing. Especially for like... She very rarely got kidnapped for jobs. Usually it was story related if she got kidnapped. Oh, there's only a few spots for the ladder. Okay. Or am I missing a spot? There we go. She's always being kidnapped. Oh, you're not wrong. I mean, does she really dislike Bowser? Or does she not mind him? And she just goes, "Oh, Mario!" Because, she finds it fun. So if there was no way of taking back the house, there's only one thing for it. We had to make her leave by her own will. Makes sense to me. What was the plan? So I tells White Rabbit about the absolute bestest way to get someone to leave your house. Make it smelly. What's that? He asked, so I tell him. Set on fire. Oh my god. That is not okay. Not what I would have chosen. Works every time. Yeah. Not what I would have chosen to do that. But yeah. Mario probably watches for Bowser. Oh my gosh. Bruh. You guys really got some real Rule 34 energy right now. Gotta be honest. Hold on, I'm gonna DM Suwey. The sound of that chair right there, watch how it gets done. Oh my gosh. Orange. I have no idea if Suwey saw my DM. He's like really locked into his RP right now. Oh, he saw it. How do I know, you may ask? Because I feel him moving around in the trailer. I didn't see your message, but yeah, we can go right now. I'm distracted. Alright, chat. I'm gonna put this on BRB. I'll be back. Okay, controller, it says. I am not sure about this opening credit vibe. Not sure if this is a vibe I'm gonna go for, but we'll see. This game looks ridiculous. Oh. Wait. It sure looks like something. Alright. This looks like quite the game. Okay, I see why I'm not streaming it already though. This is gonna be for our YouTube channel here because I'm a little more chill about things that are not necessarily family friendly here. Okay, let's get to our settings here first off because yeah, first off, this thing is loud. So let's pop that down. Alright, that might be a little too far. No, I can just turn my personal audio up. There we go. Graphics settings. Please go into border. They have borderless? Dude. Okay. I'm happy. VSync on. Okay, I'm happy with this. Then there is so much here to choose from. I probably want this on. Yeah, I'm bad at directions. Having that on sounds... No, actually, let's have it off. Subtitles on. Love that. Put that on normal. Hide UI. I don't care. What do you... Screen gradation. What does that even mean? Oh, is that brightness? I'll just leave it at default. No, they're different. Well, I don't understand, so I'm just gonna leave it be. Actually, this looks way better. That looks perfect in my opinion. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this game. Also, welcome on in. I'm Suwey. Usually we play more wholesome games, but this is a game that I've been told that if I play this on my own without, you know, making content out of it, it's a shame because people want to see me play this. So we're playing it here on YouTube because I'm a little more relaxed with, like, you know, more mature stuff here on my YouTube channel. Oh, wow. Okay. This guy, is not having a good day. Private property, no trespassing. Okay. This is intense. Okay. Hey. Oh. There's no way you could do that physically. The graphics of this are really nice. They put a lot of impact in hits. What's that? Not killing the guy, is he? Hope the guy's still alive. Okay, he's still alive. Just badly beat up. Poor thing. I have a feeling I might be too sympathetic for this game. 21st century redevelopment plan begins. Okay. So we're in 1988 in Tokyo. Okay. They seem very drunk. They are very drunk. Why are they all scared of him? Right, look at— oh, he's blood on his face. Whoa. Is this our main character, man? I have a feeling main character man is the one who's walking here. We're at late night now. He hasn't washed the blood on his face? Why? Does that bother him?
Yo. 頼んでおいた仕事どう？終わりました。ちょっと封筒がこのままでいいですか？そんな気にしないでよ。むき出しだろうが金は金だからね。堂島組さんは仕事早くて助かるよ。はいこれ。約束の1割。ご苦労さん。どうも。で、これは俺からの気持ちね。
His ear looks weird.
いや、それは。鳥藩が常識のこのご時世、安い取り分でやってもらってんだ。普通なら本職の人にこんな安い額の取り立て頼めないからね。でも、同年代のガキどもが万札ちらつかせてタクシー乗る時代に、本職の君が金も。
Alright, I'm back. I didn't finish this yet. Ah. Don't know how we're supposed to really get to that.
small bite of potato. That was all I could eat. Like, oh, I need more.
Don't look at mine.
So you're saying I can eat yours?
No.
No.
We're saying don't look at how little is already left.
What can I say? We make good food. Problem.
It's very relaxing. Thank you, Suwey! I just realized I've forgotten to say thank you. I'm just yelling because I forgot to say thank you to him. There you go. There you go. Over here. Take care of this little section and then we'll take care of in here. I'm about to burp. I ate pretty quick. And I ate a lot. And then I had a bunch of water. Bing 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 bing. Bing bing. Burp? What? Where? I said burp. Bird. No. Why? I'm being called. Let me mute myself. It's spam. It was an actual person. And they're like asking about some stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't own this house. Alright. Whilst preparing the lightning rod and the torches, everyone suddenly started checking whatever they could through the windows. It was mayhem, it was. I just find it funny that when I put down that I live somewhere, every place assumes I own the place. It's like, no. I just live here. That's when the dormouse started luzzing Kate. Luzzing. What you doing, I asks. Easy, he says. As soon as she realizes that there's more cake outside the house than in it, she'll come running. He is right. She disappeared into thin air. Alright. Let's do this cabinet. I just have to answer phone calls right now because I am doing job applications, you know? I have to answer spam calls. Cool, what if it's actually a job that wants to interview me and it's not spam? You know? So if I actually notice my phone ringing, I try to always catch it. Thing is my phone's always on vibrate, so I don't always catch it. Oh, I bet. I just try. So, like, what I do is if my phone says it's spam or if I don't recognize it, I just say hello. That's all I'll say. And I'll often say it a little bit differently than how I normally talk, just in case they're, like, grabbing the voice or whatever. 'Cause apparently that's the thing they'll do. And then they'll, like, spoof your number or call and, like, use AI to pretend that they're you. That's, like, a scam that apparently happens. So just in case they're like one of those people, I talk a little bit funny when I first say hello. And then depending on what the person says, I change my tone. You know, and most of the time it's not even a person. It's just a bot. Sometimes they won't even speak. The bot won't even speak to you. It will be all hello and then nothing. Dang it, it's not even considering the kitchen countertop clean. There we go. Maybe scammers know you're broke. Dude, they should know I'm broke. I don't know how they don't know I'm broke. Well, I very much am. There we go. And we'll focus the chairs. Leaf chairs. I don't even know what I just cleaned. Something. There we go. And then the last chair. I'm gonna try to clean the whole underside of the table real quick. And the table's clean. Alright, kitchen floor. Not a whole lot left to clean here. We'll go ahead and get going on it. Okay, all we got left is this floor and the rug. Well, clearly we got more, like we got little pieces we've missed, but yeah. There we go. Now the rug. Okay, now what we're gonna do. So we're gonna play the move our mouse around quick. Ooh, over here somewhere. That all appears to be fine. The kitchen feels like an area that would be likely to have something missed. Looks like it's okay though. This clock wall looks fine too. There's not even much over here. Oop, oop, oop. Entrance door handle. Okay. All dresser drawers. Writing desk drawers. Got it. Okay. Well, I never. If I was looking at that house with Widodo, like I am now, and he said, "Can you believe that only today that house has been ransacked by an enormous child and then set upon by a mix of assorted baked goods running in a house like some kind of pointillist art exhibit?" I'd say never. You're having me on. It's too clean as that. Needed water, sorry. Then he'd shake his head like he is now. We smile and laugh and doodle off, still shaking our heads and laughing and smiling just like we is now. Capillary's mushroom. Oh, jeez. Let me ask you a question. If something is a problem and that something gets removed, does the problem get bigger or smaller? It all depends on what's underneath. My problem was a mushroom, although it only became a problem once it was picked by a wandering child, as underneath was a nest of millipedes. And with millipedes, where there's one dirty foot, there's a lots. Their fractious marching was a constant nuisance, so I told them the world is bigger than this, and blew bubbles to rehouse them yonder. Now my problem has become the realization the world is indeed bigger than this. So I've rolled myself into this cocoon where I shall remain until both my logic and my home are flawless. It's already taken quite some time. So I'll probably just do this level and then end stream for the night. Feels early to be ending, but... Alright, let's instantly get as close as we can here. We're just gonna go to the top of the mushroom. But yeah, I think we're gonna do this job and then call it good for today. Whilst you work, I'd like to run my thoughts through a paradox that's been troubling me. What is on all this? A lot of bubble stains. Perhaps it's been troubling you, too. I doubt it, but that's okay. You can try. Metaphor on my metamorphosis. Never even thought about your metamorphosis, honey, but that's okay. And a metamorphosis, if you will. Uh-huh. Simply put, who am I? Oh boy. That's a loaded question, Mr. Caterpillar. Gotta tell you, that's more of a loaded question than you seem to be capable of realizing. Dear. Right there. I love all the bright colors of this DLC. I like bright colors. It makes me happy. I'm hungry. Oh, yesterday, during his stream, I started watching Star Trek Voyager. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, I already like Voyager so much more than Deep Space Nine. Night and day. Too bad Andy's not here. I started early? Not that early. I can't wait till Andy comes to a stream so I can talk to him about Voyager versus Deep Space Nine. Because, oh my goodness, Voyager is so much more my cup of tea than Deep Space Nine ever was. Deep Space Nine was just a lot of politics. Voyager is, hey, let's go on adventures again. And I heckin' love it. Because that's my favorite part of Star Trek. It's not the social commentary, it's not, you know, the politics. It's the adventure. You know, the whole, like, basis of the first season was they're on the Enterprise. And the one goal, their goal is to explore new worlds, seek out, it's like a big thing, seek out new civilizations and go where no man has ever gone before, I think is what it was. But I love the adventure of it. Like, literally they start by having, so they're, first off, they're not in a space station, they're in like a ship, right? Which is already mwah, so much better. And then first episode, right? So this isn't really spoilers. First episode. I'm like 4 episodes in already, whoops. But in the first episode, they get taken by an entity, by a being, to go to an uncharted part of the universe, and it would take them 75 years to get back with their technology. I mean, how cool is that? And so now they're in this new area and they're having to like figure it out and everything, you know? And humans aren't even like known in this area. It's cool, okay? I sound very nerdy right now, but it's cool. And so now, you know, they have to figure out how are they gonna get back? What is the plan here, you know? And so they decide they're gonna explore and try to find someone else who has the technology to bring them back in this new area. And it's just back to like, also, the captain is a female, and the chief engineer is a female, which really like adds to the vibe. I really like them being girls. Because they like talk really smart. And they sound really cool and smart. When they're talking to each other. And it's so like, you know, shows back then weren't really at the point yet where they were showing women being smart. And yeah. And they're two women, very, very smart women being smart together. And I really like it. Let me look it up. Star Trek Voyager Season 1 release date. Okay, maybe it's younger than I thought it was. It's from 95. But still, they have a woman in like a tech role. How cool is that? It's the first time they've done it in Star Trek, okay? And it's really cool. Look, I was so bored during Deep Space Nine, and I'm just like really excited and having a really good time with Voyager so far. I mean, I watched through all of Deep Space Nine because I'm trying to watch all of Star Trek. I don't know why, just like a little personal thing I'm doing. And yeah. I definitely wouldn't rewatch Deep Space Nine, no. Unless like I have a child who wants to watch through all of Star Trek with me, then I'd do it. But even then, I'd probably leave the room a lot and get distracted doing other things during Deep Space Nine. Because Deep Space Nine was very political. And not like in the terms of like values and well, it was, but it was a lot of these guys are friends with these guys who aren't friends with these guys type deal of political, you know? Or there's a war with these guys and we can't do this because of this war. Stuff like that. And I was just like, funk shoe. Don't care. You know what's gonna be hilarious though is when Andy and I end up talking about Deep Space Nine. Now that I've finished it. He's gonna talk about how much he loved the political aspects of it, and I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I was not really paying attention the whole time during the political stuff, which was the entire show, so didn't really care for it. Game of Thrones without the action. There's some action, but not really. Oh, this blue is part of it too. Goes the pink. But yeah, Deep Space Nine did not hit like Voyager already is. And Voyager so far is my favorite. I mean, Next Generation was good too. But Voyager is really hitting for me and really, like, grabbing my interest. Oh, I wasn't alive yet when Voyager started airing. We're not yet. I think the end of Deep Space Nine was airing while I was alive. Some of it, maybe. But so far, almost everything I've watched, I was not alive when it aired. In my original state, I was simply a caterpillar. Of that there could be no doubt. But now I'm in my cocoon. I think the same, but I am not the same. I am liquid. Question is, how is he communicating with us from his cocoon? I think, therefore I jam? Okay, Caterpillar, I've almost finished your thing. Got it. Imagine being this high up and cleaning. Ugh. I think this is a video game. Nope, that's a different segment. It'd be slippery too, because you're literally like cleaning grime and stuff off of. It's green grime, which means it's likely slippery. Fake. Yikes. Hope you had life insurance. Your loved ones are gonna need you to. Look at that. Oh, gross underneath. Oh. mom didn't like. Hold on. What made me want to watch Star Trek is from watching the Orville. I watched the Orville and then I told my mom how much I liked it, and she told me that I should watch Star Trek because it's just like it. I need water, hold on. When you're a kid and the new trilogy of Star Wars came out, you're into it? That's fair. I never really watched Star Wars. The one time I tried, I was a teenager. And the guy I was dating was trying to get me to watch it. And I was a little more interested in something else. I was happy to sit down and watch a movie with him. But I didn't care about the movie. Because I was a teenager. I remember him getting annoyed at me for not paying attention to the movie. And I just did not care. Oh yeah. I've told this story a lot. I'd be surprised if most people don't have a movie like that or something where they technically watched it, but like they didn't. For those specific reasons. Kind of just a human thing to do. It's easier to understand we start new. We did chronological, I believe. No, we didn't. We did release order. Or something. I don't know what order we did. I wasn't paying attention to the movies, man. We finished the movies and then I was like, I couldn't tell you anything from any of them. Each time we finished watching one. The guy I was dating was actually like kind of upset about that, and I was just like, ooh, a teenager. You know, like, how did you expect a teenager with the person they're dating to actually watch a movie? I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of ridiculous to me. Netflix, are you still watching? Oh. Usually the only time I've actually seen that is when I've fallen asleep. Otherwise I'm gonna bother skipping the, like, intros and stuff, things. Or when I've, like, been watching shows while sick. I think I've had Netflix do that to me. Oh no, I don't have Netflix anymore. I haven't had it for a very long time at this point. My current, like, what I'm watching is Star Trek, right? And that's on Paramount, so we have Paramount Plus. And when I finish Star Trek, I'll look through Paramount, watch anything that interests me. And then have a discussion with Suwey's dad, like, hey, are we good to switch to a different streaming service? For a little while. We had access to Netflix through Suwey's aunt, but we're not on good terms with her anymore. It's her fault. We ain't do nothing, man. People suck. That's all there is to that one. She's nice to me, but she's not nice to the familial unit. She's not nice to my boyfriend or his dad. And I'm really learning, a lesson that I'm learning as an adult, is if someone is nice only to you, it's not gonna stay that way. You know, like, so when I was a permanent substitute teacher, you know, I noticed some things the principal did. Like, there were some things at the school site that felt off, but everything was fine for me, so I didn't care. Lo and behold, the second that what I wanted was a little bit different than what the principal wanted of me, she was more than happy to have me gone. And she didn't even try to keep me. Honestly. I mean, I'm not on speaking terms with my sister either. And that's super controversial, probably, because she's disabled. But, huge, like, life lesson. Just because someone's disabled doesn't mean they're a good person. And it doesn't mean they're worth your time either. Being disabled does not give someone a free pass to do whatever the heck they want whenever they want. Nothing should do that. But, you know, I was naive and I didn't know better. Like, yeah, it wasn't even that long ago, but still. I learned a lot through that job about how if things are off in your surroundings and the person in charge, like, isn't doing anything, then when things are off for you, they won't do anything for you either. There was issues with the paraprofessionals, the people who take care of the students with disabilities, getting hit by the students, and the principal pretty much doing nothing about it. But my naive self didn't even, like, think about it too deeply. About how, you know, maybe, like, that's a sign that the principal wasn't everything I thought she was. And if you weren't one of the teachers or otherwise quote-unquote important school staff, you didn't really get listened to or cared about, and you were just replaceable to her. That's what it felt like. Yeah, because I gave another option to her of like, hey, you know, I'm not willing to take on this particular assignment, but I'd like to do this instead. And she went, well, sorry, but that's like not your job description. You don't get to pick the assignment you do. Your job description is to do the assignment I give you. I was like, I emotionally cannot handle that. She's like, well, then you can resign. She's also the principal that got mad at me for doing cross-stitch during the staff meeting. Meanwhile, it wasn't hurting anyone and it was helping me focus. So... from being a job? Yeah. Still, a good boss is gonna work with their workers and like try and find solutions where everyone's happy, right? When I offered a viable solution and asked her why we couldn't do my idea, she pretty much just gave a, well, this is what's best for the students. And that's all she would tell me. So clearly it's just, this is what I want. Suck it up. To elaborate, when a caterpillar wraps itself inside a cocoon, it does not simply change from a caterpillar into a butterfly. Its head does not simply grow more refined or replete with its long, elegant tongue. Do you want to change me? Yeah. Its body does not shrink, grow hairy, and sprout wings. Oh no, the process is far more singular than that. No, I wasn't asking for a different position. I was asking for the same position, just a slightly different assignment among that position. It was still well within my job description to take that other... Basically, there were 2 teacher openings, and she told me, you need to take this one. And I told her, I'm not able to take this one, emotionally. But you have this other one, and I would love to take it. I have no issues with it. And she went, well, it's not what's best for the students if you don't take it. Like, yeah, I was definitely asking for the easier spot, but That's beside the point. And I literally stated mental health concerns. She was like, well, you can resign. I don't think she had someone else for it. It's more of, I don't care, I want this position filled. And it could have been a, I don't like you, I'm just trying to give you a bad position so you leave type deal too. It very easily could have been something like that. We're getting into complete conjecture here, but there's nothing stopping her from doing that. She was a principal, she could have done that if she wanted. Or she knows that other position is hard to fill and wants to keep the easy one to find someone. See, but she'd been trying to fill the easy one for 2 months at that point. Over 2 months. And I was just like, oh, I'll take this one. You can't fill this one anyway. But I think the other one, I don't know. So one of them was for a special ed teacher. This is the one I wanted. Or that I was volunteering to take. Was a special ed teacher that basically just supported other teachers all day. Right? But like, by supporting, they literally were the other teacher in the room. They were needed. Like, half of the classroom was their students, right? That were basically integrated into a normal classroom. And so not having that other teacher, and a consistent one at that, made it so the other teacher was doing so much more than they should be doing. So maybe she thought that that role wasn't that needed to be covered or something, when it really was. And the position she was trying to make me take was a science teacher for some really difficult classes. Not that the, like, subject matter was difficult, but the students in those classes were awful. It could be she doesn't view special ed as highly. I mean, with the way she was treating the paraprofessionals, she could have some kind of like superiority complex going on. And thinking that special ed students weren't as important or something. But the thing she doesn't understand, or she wasn't thinking about in that regard, is by not having a teacher or someone permanently at that position, the normal students, quote unquote normal, right? The non-special ed students in those classrooms with the teachers who didn't have the level of support that they were legally required to be having were being let down. Because then the teacher didn't have enough bandwidth to take care of those kids. was overall, all around, a bad situation. And it really seemed like the principal didn't listen to her staff at all. Right, but a person with any education experience would know that that's how that works, or someone who is even in the classroom very much would see. And principals are supposed to be in the classroom, right? That's just kind of a thing. If she went into the classroom at all, she would see that the amount of work the teachers were putting in to try and cover both students meant that the best students were bored and not getting attention, because the teachers were having to put in so much effort to keep the special education students under control on a very base level. I don't know, the whole education system is... it's in really bad shape. It's in really bad shape. Oh yeah. I very quickly decided I didn't want to work under her. Because in my opinion, it is a boss's job to try and work with their employees. It's cheaper for a company to keep their employees than to try and train new ones. So you are doing a poor job as a manager, as a boss, whatever your position is technically named, if you're not willing to work with your employees. Because training anyone new is going to cost the company more. It costs a company so much more to hire a new person than to try and work with a current person. Why companies are trying to hire people that barely require training because they have so much turnover. But they have high turnover because they're not treating their people right most of the time. And they're not treating their people right. Get this, it's a catch-22. They're not treating their people right because they believe they're easily replaceable. Which in turn means they have more turnover. That's super and would not create a healthy work environment. Teachers are the exact opposite of easily replaceable. Oh yeah, I mean, when I was a full-blown teacher, you know, unless I did something terribly, terribly wrong, me trying my best, I was pretty much guaranteed the full year. Even if I wasn't necessarily being effective or whatever. As long as I didn't majorly screw up, I was pretty much gonna get that full year. But the role I had most recently was basically a fancy substitute teacher. And substitute teachers are viewed as easily replaceable. Are they really needed? Blah, 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 you know? Like, they know they're needed, but they don't treat them like they know they're needed. And there's almost always someone willing to take on whatever terrible assignment someone else is not willing to do. Yeah, they didn't care that I had experience as a full-blown teacher. They really didn't. I thought they would treat me different since I was previously a full-blown teacher. I didn't feel like I was treated different. I felt like I was treated just as poorly as the normal substitutes were. Despite me constantly going out of my way to do extra things as well. I did so much going out of my way to try and help them. In ways where I very much did not have to. I really should have asked for stuff in return. But I didn't. You know, and like, I made the admin assistant a full fancy automated spreadsheet thing. The admin assistant was also just doing too much. She was working when she was at home. And she was working past her work hours almost every day. And it was like, there's no point for you to be doing this. Why are you doing this? I should just giggle. And it was like, no. No, don't do that. You do what they're paying you to do. You don't need to do more. You're not getting anything by doing more, I promise. If they want you to do more, they should be paying you to do more. Unless there is an actual further reason why you should be doing more. Sometimes there is a valid reason. Most of the time it's people being taken advantage of. Yep. Sounds about right. That sounds about right, Soul Ghost. And see, it really meant something for you that they gave you that. Oh yes, I can hear. I don't know. Proper wordage is often heard. Sounds about right. It's like, dude, just give me a $20 bonus at that rate. I'm sure you would have been happier with a $20 bonus than with the thing that you don't even know what to do with. $500? Dang, see. I'm working for money. If you want to reward me, give me more money. Because if I'm working for money, clearly I want money and I'm happy with money, so just give me more money. If you want to give me a bonus. Don't give me some other random thing I don't care about. Also would take you out for a meal from time to time. See, that's okay. I'd be cool with that. Very small, Tom. Sorry, I decided to take a bite of dinner. Well, why spend money on gifts when you could just give people more money and they'd be happy with it anyway? I prefer to just be given money rather than a gift generally as a human being anyway. Because I know how to treat myself better than you'll ever know how to treat me. You know, and most of the time people give me a gift, I'm not going to use it. It's very rare someone knows how to give me a gift that I'll actually like. You see, whilst we've been working, I've completely deconstructed myself. I'm a liquid which simultaneously remembers both what it was to be a butterfly caterpillar or what it is to be a butterfly. Something was part of their budget, but bonuses was not. Oh no, it's weird, man. I also am someone with a bachelor's degree who has, I mean, I've been in the workforce as a teacher, but I haven't really been in the workforce yet. Not in what I've studied in or anything like that, because the economy sucks. Caterpillar smoothie, ooh. Oh, that frame counts right there too. I think I just need to ground. On we go. Almost done. Done. Money doesn't make you happy? Fair enough. Money allows me to live comfortably and pursue things that do make me happy, though. It eliminates stress. Because you don't have to worry about not being able to You know, like for me, for example, if Suwey's grandma were to pass tomorrow, we would be screwed. Don't know what we'd do. We're not making enough money to actually live anywhere. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, things are slowly getting figured out, right? It's just a lot slower than I'd like. To, like, honestly, just welcome to life. Unless she's about to fall kind of old or terminally, you'd be okay with it? Oh, yeah, about that. She's not in the best state. Yeah. Like, she could live another 5 years for all we know. But it wouldn't be that much of a shock if she were gone in, like, a year. Or, like, even this, like, not this month necessarily, but in the next couple months. So... she's, like, one bad illness away from dying, basically. You know, like, if she catches the flu... I don't know if she could survive the flu. Honestly, I don't think she could. I don't know. It is sad, but... I don't know. I got over my own grandmother dying, and I was extremely close with her, so... well, I'm not over her, you know, but... you know what I mean. I'm a little desensitized, I guess. We're just hoping she stays alive until we get, sorted into having more money and stuff. Either myself or Suwey's dad really need to land a job already. I have no idea what we don't have there. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll all work out. We're okay at the exact second, and there's no point in stressing about it, you know? Because if I were to spend all my energy stressing about it, I wouldn't have any energy left to try and fix it. Or to be working on preventative measures. Dude, if I spent all my time worrying about it, I wouldn't have time to stream. Hey Buzz, how's it going? And to some degree, attempting voice acting is a way to try and help that sort of thing too. Like, yeah, I'm kind of taking a very hobby approach to it right now. But it's the sort of thing that you don't... You know, I'm not going to land a role that's actually going to make proper money for a while. But I'm having fun with it for now. And who knows, maybe I will land something really good. But for now, I'm doing hobby level. The nice thing is, as a streamer, I already have decent equipment. I have a Shure SM7B. Now, a reason I have such a good mic is actually a really tragic backstory, but you know, don't focus about those parts. It's gonna be sad if you try to focus on those parts. Tempera? Ooh, someone opened up Jared's Jewish credit card in your name and you broke a card on. Oh my god. I have some cavities that I am very aware of. But I don't have dental, so. You know. Maybe one day. One day I may have the money to fix it. That would be cool. Good time for story time. I mean, it's kind of just trauma dumping. Was the thing, right? If I talk about it. Which is fine, it's not gonna like upset me, but I know a lot of people don't like listening to people trauma dump, so yeah. TLDR, my sister was very, very hard to live with. She's disabled, but her disability, a way I would word it a lot is her biggest disability is her personality. It was not the cerebral palsy or the Turner syndrome. It's how awful she is to deal with. Because she's very manipulative. She uses her disability to get whatever she wants, basically. My parents were definitely a little too soft on her. But my sister just generally has a pretty terrible personality. And part of her manipulation, when she'd be trying to get what she wants, is she would throw these terrible, terrible temper tantrums. And it would sound like someone was being hurt. Meanwhile, it was just her screaming because she didn't want the Christmas tree taken down yet. Right? Like that was around this time of year every year. That was a pretty normal one. I'm not exaggerating, that was a reason for them this time of year. And I was getting sick of her screaming getting picked up on my microphone. So I eventually just bought an SM7B because I knew that it doesn't pick up background noise as much. Your trauma traumatizes people. I mean, I'm also trying to like not be too detailed or anything, right? Yeah. But like people would hear her in the background and think something was seriously wrong, and it was like, that's just kind of who she is. I also went through a phase in high school that was really hard because of her personality, where I kind of had this complex where I was like, am I a good person because I didn't get along with my disabled sibling? Right? And it took me a long time to realize that it's not necessarily, like, it doesn't make me a bad person that I don't get along with my disabled sibling. And that it's okay. And until I was older, to realize that relationships are a two-way street, and if she's not willing to, you know, have a positive relationship with me, there's nothing I can do about that. And that's just how it is. It also has been hard because she's older than me. She is 6 years older than me, which I feel like has put strain on our relationship because she wants to be the older sibling, but she's not emotionally the older sibling. I mean, I didn't want to be close to her either, because she's always treated me so horribly. Honestly, part of the reason I'm a doormat, this is me just like spitballing here, but part of the reason I'm a bit of a doormat could honestly be because I grew up with her as my sister. And you know, to some degree, I was taught at a young age, if I want friendship, I gotta bend over backwards. And to be okay with that. The same even at my age, yeah. It was a whole like big emotional, mental sort of thing to get through. It was a huge emotional, mental hurdle for me. Because I saw my other classmates who had disabled siblings, and they were like best friends with their disabled sibling. And so I thought there was something wrong with me, because me and my disabled sibling did not get along. You know, we only fought. And I didn't pause to think that maybe it wasn't me. No, I wasn't. You know, I just looked at the examples around me and bullied myself because, you know, what the examples of, like, what it should look like is not what it did look like. And I blamed myself for it. when at the end of the day, it was not my fault at all. You know, and to some degree I was trying to control someone else's actions, which never works out. I'm a perfectionist? Oh, yeah. Perfection is wanting to be a good sister? Uh-huh. But she made it so I couldn't be. Yeah. And it took a long time to come to terms with it and be okay with it. And understand that it's not me. I'm not the problem. And I'm not some terrible person. I had a lot of self-worth, internal struggles over it. I mean, it's something that, you know, my boyfriend is constantly having to remind me, you know, the you are worthy thing, right? It's just kind of how I am. I am insecure. I need to be reminded that I am good enough. Right? Just kind of a normal human thing to feel that way. I don't know, everyone has their struggles growing up, right? Everyone has their traumas. There's nobody who hasn't been through anything. What? What do you do? Sounds like it's something I haven't internally processed. Good job. Oh yeah, I really like it when you do that. I haven't even like, I don't think about it too hard, but I do like it. It does make me feel good. What? No, I wouldn't. I can't get up there. I wouldn't need that. Me? Psh. I'm pretty sure this is like 8 feet tall, but you know, it's all good. It's all good. Ha! I am butterfly. Butterfly. So it goes. Yeah, everyone has their own personal struggle that they've been through that other people aren't gonna understand. Yeah. Whenever you're comfortable. The sound of your work is so soothing. What else are you gonna say, Caterpillar? I'm feeling altogether more myself again. So if learning about your trauma, you'd rather people know you. That's fair. It is nice. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everyone had a cocoon in which to pop whenever the world got a little too much? Yes. I would love an overstimulation chamber. Sure, dear Alice could do with one about now. Oh, this guy likes Alice? I thought they all hated her. Wonder where she's got to. A lot of places. And she's not been making friends. Nope, that's not the post. There you go. More. Cold safe. Sure, do it, do it, do it. Mental health is just a topic I find very interesting and I could talk about for hours and hours and hours and hours. Best speedrunner for PoE did a GDQ run. Ooh. How'd it go for him? How'd he do? Did he raise a lot of money? You didn't hear much about that part? That's okay. What did you hear about? Tell me all about it. Bill from HDQ were saying it's one of the best caster runs we've seen. Dang, that's cool. Cat. Thing is you stating that you're a narcissist instantly means that you're not one, because a narcissist would never admit that they're a narcissist. Checkmate. Yeah, maybe there's some lore here we're missing. Maybe someone called him a narcissist at one point. Psychopathic narcissist? I have no idea. We are past my realm of knowledge by quite a bit now. And yeah, being a narcissist is mental health issues, that's the joke. Oh, they only got one side of the frame. Interesting. Buzz. If it makes them feel better about themselves. That's how you make it like, oof. Say, oh, I can be a narcissist if it makes you feel better about yourself, yeah. Buzz. You know, I said so long ago, oh, we're just gonna do this one last level. Thing is, you technically haven't gone to a new level yet. So I didn't lie. Mm-hmm. It's a very big level. Is it as big as Buzzcat's view of self-worth? Or is ego? There we go, that's the word I was looking for. Ego. I'm kidding, by the way, Buzz. I'm just continuing your joke, I promise. I mean absolutely nothing by it. Okay, good, you understood. Oh, phew. It's not a Warhammer model? Oh my god, I hated that level. Oh my god. Ooh. That one sucked. I don't care about Warhammer. And it's dark. I like no happy colors. At least this is happy colors. It was all about war and stuff, and I don't care. No, I haven't. I have not, Buzzcat. Wait, is this the lore, the origin of your username? Is this the one before the show did? Okay, got it, got it. What kind of show is it? What genre are you over here recommending to me? I low-key wonder if this is the last level of this DLC. It's so intense. Doesn't feel like it story-wise. They made sure that was a YouTube series and then Netflix picked it up. Oh, that's really cool. It's weird, psychedelic, very cozy though. Well, I don't have Netflix right now, so I cannot watch it. Oh, are you a Star Trek person, Buzzcat? I can't remember. I believe you are, aren't you? Look, I have a very valuable discussion I want to have with another Trekkie. Okay? Okay, so I just finished Deep Space Nine, right? And I'm on like one of the first episodes of Voyager. Voyager is so good. It's so much better than Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine didn't feel like a standard Star Trek show. Because they were just stuck at the base the whole friggin' time. Where's the fun in that? Like, yeah, they kind of went places on, like, I don't know, one every 10 episodes or whatever. You say that is soap opera, good for what it is, but yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's not at all Star Trek, in a way, you know? It's not what I expect from Star Trek. And I just started Voyager. Oh my gosh, it's so good so far. Like, I'm on episode like 4 or 5. And I am thoroughly enjoying Voyager. Ooh, I bet she's gorgeous with her hair down. And like the women having like the smarty pants roles makes my brain happy. Because pre-Voyager, the men always have like the captain role and the engineering roles and stuff. But in Voyager, it's women. And I like women taking those roles very much. Very much indeed. Because they actually have the women talking like smartly. And I love it. Makes my brain happy. It's just like, yes, women can be smart too, see? Also, the adventure is back, and that's my favorite part, right? Like, at its core, Star Trek is an adventure show. And so when you have Deep Space Nine, where they just stay at the station the whole time, God, it felt like a snooze fest to me. Because I was looking for an adventure, and they just stayed at Deep Space Nine. I was so bored of it at the end. But I wanted to finish it. Because I'm watching all of Star Trek. But Deep Space Nine took me several years to watch through. It took me plural years to watch through Deep Space Nine. I bet you Voyager is going to take me like 6 months. Tops. I like Jadzia. They didn't do, I don't know, I feel like I can't give a very good answer though, because you don't really get that much time with Esri. You get 1 season with her. That's not enough time for her to become my favorite, you know? And by the time I got to the season that Esri was in, I'm gonna be honest, I spent all my time gaming and barely paying attention to the show. Though the idea of the symbiont and everything is really cool. I'm hoping we find more changelings in Voyager. That would be cool. Alright, time for the best part. Also, the last thing that Luxana Troy was in, she's a fun character. Fun fact, the actress that played her was Gene Roddenberry's wife, real life wife. I don't know who Gene Roddenberry is. So she pretty much owned the franchise after he died. Oh, she also played Nurse Christine in the original series. And was dating Roddenberry when he was also cheating on her with the horror actress. What? He was cheating on her? Oh. There's water. Not a speck of millipede footfall to be found. How wonderful. I stand emerged from my chrysalis atop the mushroom in a glorious sunny spot. My wings are sprouted. You should see them. They look finer than a haberdasher's curtains. And just in time too, if I'm not mistaken. It appears to be exactly the moment to discover just how much bigger the world really is. Oh my gosh, there's more. This one looks massive as well. Hold on. There's like 2 more at least, I think. That's wild. Yeah, we're not doing this tonight. I'll wait for the ad, and then I'll do a send-off. But the 40K ones took a lot longer to clean. Oh, you're good, you're good. That's wild, though. How did she play that many, though? I feel like I've seen that name, too. Oh, yeah. Luxana Troy is Gene Roddenberry's real-life wife. She played Nurse Christine. What? Played by Majel Barrett. That's cool. She's in a lot of stuff. Oh, so she's the voice of the computer through all of them? Really? That's so cool. Even though after she died, they had so much shipped computer voice in stock from her, they just kept piecing it together to keep the iconic voice. That's amazing. That's so cool. Alright. We are gonna raid someone because I'm not doing more levels. Oh, I just managed to. Oh no. Okay. I muted it in time. Let's go ahead and raid Raw. Why didn't I raid him yesterday? Playing Hightail. Yeah! I'll probably watch some more tonight. We'll see. I don't know what I'll end up doing. Honestly, I might go watch them right now. I'm not sure how I like the way they made the ship sound so different in Voyager yet, though. I'm not sure I'm into that. But yeah, we're gonna raid Raw. I will be back tomorrow, as I always am. We have another review queue to do tomorrow. No idea how long I'll end up playing it. Oh, I forgot to do this. Hold on. It's all good, it's all good. We got time, we got time. No, I don't like the AI one this time. We're gonna do standard today. Alright. I will see you all later. Make sure you grab that copy paste. I'll be back live again tomorrow.